Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Blisstech Solutions Tuesday's 2-Minute Tech Tips. And today's tech tip was recommended to us by the one and only David Wozny, who thought it would be a good idea to show people how they can use multiple accounts on their computers. So when you have an account on Windows, you have what's called a profile, and that profile contains all the information about how you've configured your apps, your desktop, where all your files are, and so on. And if you're using a computer or multiple people are sharing the same computer, it's a good idea to have two separate accounts so you can keep your settings and files and everything separate. So how do you do this? Well, Microsoft kind of like to hide this thing away, but you can find it quite easily by clicking on the Start menu and typing Accounts, if I type it correctly. And you are looking for the Email and Account option right there. So we click on that and we get the Email and Accounts section. So there are various different areas you can create accounts. So you can add a work account, but that would add a work account to your profile. You've got another option to access school or work, so you can connect to your company's systems. But what we want to do here is for other users, and what we're going to do is create a local account on this computer that somebody else can use to log in. So in the other users section, we want to click on add someone else to this PC. And Microsoft tries to drive you down the route of using a Microsoft account for this. So you can see here it's saying a Windows, Office, Outlook.com, OneDrive, Skype or Xbox account. So this is a Microsoft account. It's not your work or school account, which would be a Microsoft 365 account. But if we just want to create a local user, we don't want to create a Microsoft account, we have to go in delve a few steps deeper. So we don't have the person's sign-in details. Another window will load that allows you to create a Microsoft account. Again, we don't want to do that. We just want to create a local account. And then we can say add a user without a Microsoft account. So this gives you the option to create the account. So it's going to create an account for Bob and set a password. And then we're going to set some security questions. So this is in case the person forgets their account. As we're using a local account, not a Microsoft account, there's no way for us to reset our Microsoft account password. It's resetting a local password. So we just have to set some security questions. So we're just going to do that quickly here. So you can set these to whatever you want, but I recommend that you make them something memorable. Hidden this so we don't what my pet's name and city information is, and then we're going to say next. So that would have created the local account. If we want to, we can make this account an administrator, so that people can install their own applications. So to do that, you click on change account type and change that from standard to administrator. But I don't want the person messing around with stuff on this system, so I'm going to leave them as a standard user. And then to log on to that account, they literally click on the start menu and click on our username, and then we say switch user, and I want to select other user. It's asking for an email address. Because we're logging in with a local account, we can tell it that we are by typing // type in the username, the user's new password, and it's logging us in. So this will take a few moments. It will set up our profile. And there we are, we're logged in to our own desktop with our own profile and our own settings, which we can change to however we want pretty much. Now there are some benefits of using a Microsoft account instead of a local account, and that is that Microsoft can synchronize your settings. It can automatically log you into things like OneDrive and Outlook for your email. But if you don't want to go through that bother of creating a Microsoft account, you can do it with a Windows account like I've just shown you. So I hope you found this tip useful, and tune in next week for another tech tip. Thanks.